like a wild tigress, I'll continue to roar.
All right. Well, hello, wild ones. Welcome to another episode of the Find Your Wild podcast. I'm so excited to have Katerina here with me today. Katerina, how do you Hamiskova is your last name, right?
Yes, I'm originally Czech, so that's why it's Hamiskova.
Okay, very cool. Sorry, I'm not the best with pronouncing names, so I wanted to make sure that I got it correct. I'm so happy that we're able to finally connect and chat, and I can't wait to hear your story for people listening. Katerina has had a beautiful 20-year relationship with a wild lone dolphin off the west coast of Ireland. And this year is your 20th year of friendship, right?
Yes, I can't believe it. It's already 20 years what we've been friends.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I love the pictures that you guys have together, which I'll share on the screen in a little bit. But your husband takes most, if not all, of those pictures for you.
Yeah, all the pictures are taken by my partner, George Carbus, and we've been together actually 24 years this year.
Oh,
And we started swimming with Dusty together or with Malinka, because in Ireland some people would call her Dusty, but for me and George, because we're Czech, we call her Malinka, which means little girl.
oh, that's
Yeah, since
beautiful.
the first time. So yeah, he's the one who's actually taking pictures of her, and she was the biggest inspiration for him actually to start taking underwater pictures, believe it or not, because he wasn't a photographer before we met Malinka.
Wow, that's so amazing. And the pictures that he's taken of all of you guys together are just really beautiful. And the Irish Sea is just absolutely gorgeous too.
Yeah, I have to say the Atlantic Ocean around Ireland is so beautiful, and the nature as well. But it definitely teaches you to be patient, because many times when you see his pictures, he's choosing those days where it's the best visibility. So you could see just the best of best with
Right.
Malinka. But I usually, when I'm swimming with her all year round, it's different stories. Sometimes I'm going into the water and the visibility in the ocean is so poor that I can see barely the end of my hand.
Oh, wow.
So I actually have to take a GoPro or something to show people what is the real life in Ireland, because, it's not that fairy tale what you can see on the pictures. Most of the times it would be the visibility very, very poor.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. So that's also obviously like a rare instance where you can get like the best visibility like you were saying, but that's not usually how it is
No.
most of the time. And is the water usually always cold or does it warm up?
In the winter would be the most challenging to go into the water, because the temperature of the water would be around 8 degrees, so pretty
Yeah.
cold. But that's exactly the time where Malinka appreciates us the most, because there
Oh,
is no one around and most of the time she's lonely. And in the winter we have the biggest storms where the waves could be huge, and that's definitely time when she feels like she needs us much more.
yeah.
And it's very challenging for us, because not always we can hop into the water, because the swell could be huge. So we really have to wait if the weather let us join her. So for
Right.
me, the winter would be very, very challenging. And even if the conditions aren't the greatest, I'm always trying to go and see her. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
if I wouldn't see anything in the water, if the
Right.
visibility is really bad. Once I know she's around, I feel safe. Always,
Right.
she is there.
Oh, that's amazing. And I would love to hear how you and your partner George first started your relationship and bond with Malenka?
It was when we came to Ireland, it was in 2004, and we were pretty young in that time, I have to say. And George absolutely loved it, surfing. He loved surfing and being in the ocean. I was a bit opposite. I wasn't as confident in the ocean. I wasn't really good swimmer either, if I say that way. And I'm sorry. That was George.
Aw.
Uh, George absolutely loved it, his surfing, and I'm sorry, they're just everybody walking around now.
That's okay. I get interruptions too. It's a very chill podcast. No worries.
That's good. Oh, thanks God.
Yeah, we're very relaxed here. Don't worry.
Super. So George was surfing one day, and because, as I said, we're originally both of us from Czech Republic, we never grew up by the ocean. So when he was surfing and he saw a seal, he was very happy about it. He was so like, wow, there is a seal, not too far from us. So he was talking with the friends who were surfing with him, and they were like, wow, that's nothing. Just few bays, over there is a dolphin and she lives alone. And when we heard that, we were like, wow, we have to find this dolphin. So it was really beautiful. Like, it was really beautiful because one day we find the time, we went there together, and we really found her. And I have to say, my first swim wasn't really good. I went into the water and she came to me, she just passed by and left. So there was really nothing. But my second time when I went to see her, it was beautiful because George went surfing to Lahinch. It was one of those days when Ireland is kind of very, very misty. Not really nice weather, kind of very gray, but there was no wind. But there was a little drizzle. And I walked down to the ocean on the place where she lived. And I sitted there and I was looking if I gonna see her somewhere around. The ocean was flat. It was beautiful, beautiful condition. And I was sitting on the rocks and I couldn't see her at the beginning. Then I jumped into the water and I had two stones and I was calling her with the stones. So you have like two stones and you're banging together to call her. So she came and she swam towards me. She had a look at me. Then she turned and swam away again. And I was like, oh no, that's not what I wanted. So I swam back to the side and I was sitting on the rocks, but the rocks were still kind of quite deep in the water. And I was sitting there and I was just watching her. And suddenly she came back to me and she placed her head on my lap.
Wow.
And I was just touching her and I was crying because that was such a strong moment in my life that and since that I knew we're gonna be best friends.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, no, it was one of the most beautiful experiences I had in my life.
That beautiful connection also of like the way that you and George wanted to like almost reach out and connect with the ocean and the wildlife in Ireland, right? And in the ocean because you guys are from a country where it's landlocked, and then this lone dolphin that's just also looking for a connection as well. I can see how beautiful that is.
What is the funniest thing I have to say? Every time when you go into the water and you're really trying to kind of get friend with the animals or come closer, they always keeping distance. And once you give them the space, they actually come to you. So that's the beauty of it.
Right, on her own terms, like she ended up coming to you, which is amazing.
And especially, as you know, like dolphins, like when you see them in aquariums, um, people very much mistaking it when they see wild dolphin because the behavior in the ocean is different, and many people from the movies they thinking like to go and jump and hold on to the dorsal fin and just let the dolphin tow you through the water. I have to say, nothing like that works in a wild ocean. And I
Right.
believe many people were trying to do that even with her. And
Uh,
even at the beginning, when I touched her dorsal fin, I could feel she immediately like stopped and rolled, that she didn't want to kind of have that feeling on her dorsal fin. It was very
right.
interesting, yeah.
Yeah, you could, especially when you're so in tune and you're really reading her body language and you can like feel her energy and like, oh, something must have happened here where it made her very uncomfortable, but then being open to you and your partner and your family is clearly a sign that you guys both respect each other, right? And give each other that space like you did in the beginning and then have this beautiful bond and connection with each other.
Yeah, it is really beautiful because like when I go into the water and she knows it's me, she comes and she first check me out. So when I'm swimming, she comes, she looks under me, she kind of looked through me, or I have that feeling that she looked
Yeah.
through me. And when she is happy with what she sees, she rolls on her back and situates her body exactly where she wants to be touched or massaged or scratched. And I absolutely love that because it's not that I would go and try to get on her. It's her who actually leading all that movement, all that swim, where she sometimes she has a feelings that she wants to be in very close bond when we're kind of very close to each other, when I kind of scratching her. I sometimes I feel like the one who makes massages to her. So, like when humans go for massage to feel better, to feel that relief on their body, I feel like that
Yeah.
because many times she like I would scratch her body, I can feel like her old skin is falling off and her new skin is super clean and
Mm.
very soft. And sometimes she even bring me seaweed and she
Mhm.
wants me to scratch her with the seaweed. It's almost like I'm putting a little balm on her after all that massage. It's absolutely
Oh,
magical. So I
wow.
would say all those things are very connected.
And it's cool. She's showing you, I guess, like her way of the ocean, right? Like, oh, after this I like to use this seaweed and
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, she exactly know, and she knows like what type of seaweed. It's not that she would bring me any kind of seaweed. It's the
mm,
special type of seaweed what she likes.
wow.
And even many times when I do her massage or when she's moving her body, depends where she would like to be scratched. Um, I have to say the same as humans. Dolphins are ticklish.
Oh wow.
Believe or not, because every time when she comes to me and she wants to scratch her tail, I can feel how it's ticklish for her. The same like for humans would be feet. When someone kind of gently touching your feet, they would be ticklish.
Right.
It could be the same for her.
Oh, that's
So
so
yeah, many times can happen that when I'm scratching her tail, sometimes she actually swims away from me pretty far, and then she starts jumping and tail slapping because I know it's so ticklish for her that she needs to hit it really hard over the water to stop the tickling.
right, because for I'm sure it's like a totally different sensation like when we get tickled on our feet, right? Once it stops, it's like, but that tingling might feel different
Yeah.
for her. That's so funny. Wow. Um I love that she kind of just like is like, okay, I need to. Do you ever feel like you've ever heard her like laugh or anything like that, maybe? Or
I have to say, because I've been swimming with the dolphins quite a lot, she is not very vocal,
hmm,
that you would really hear sounds. She has a few sounds which she would do, but very, very occasionally.
hmm,
Very occasionally. If I would compare it with another dolphins, when I go into the water and it's like an orchestra when you
mm,
jump into the water with wild dolphins and they're sinking, whistling, clicking. They do so
right,
many different sounds, but not her.
mm,
The Every time when she makes a sound is when my kids go into the water. She
aw,
starts whistling so much
aw.
only when they get into the water, but otherwise I don't really hear her much to do any noises.
I yeah. Do you know why she's like? Uh, do you know why she's alone, or like, do you know why she does that? Or
Mm,
because I wonder if maybe the vocalizations have something to do with her lonely, like, by her being
mm.
by herself.
I've seen her many times with other dolphins,
Mm,
so I believe once she is meeting other families of the dolphins who are passing by and they know her, I think she is much more vocal than
mm,
when she's with us. I don't think she just needs to use it as much because we're not on the same frequency with her, if I say it like that. But on the other
right.
side, every time when I'm swimming with her, I feel that there is so much um, information, so much energy just going between us.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. I feel like dolphins, cetaceans in general, just have this. I don't know if it's maybe because it's linked to their like sonar kind of communication, but like something about them, I feel like they can read energy and connect on a energetic level much easier maybe than even some other animals.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I've learned so much from her about me. Because
Yeah,
I think that was the biggest journey, what I've done. It was my self-knowledge thanks to her. And it's so funny because sometimes when I go into the water and as a human, you have so many thoughts all the time as a partner, with the work, with the kids. There's so much going on all the time in our lives. But
yeah,
when I am in the water with her, that's the time when I can say that I feel it's really me.
yeah,
When I go underwater and the silence, her presence, no pressure on me or anything like that. I just love that. I love that space where I could be and I could say like, yes, that's me. That's really me.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
think that's what we're missing. And especially in these days, we're all so much like in work, family, so much stress from everywhere. I think we just need to find something what is ours, where we
yeah,
can say like, wow, that's the space where I can actually breathe. That's the
yeah,
space where I can be myself with no
yeah.
pressure from anyone else. And that's the nicest thing. That's why I actually love it so much because that's it.
It's just being in the moment and letting everything else drop away,
Mhm.
and it's such a like people obviously don't get that, and maybe they'll have one interaction in their whole lives if they're lucky, but to be able to have this incredible bond, with such a special animal. Dolphins have always been one of my all-time favorite animals since I was a little girl too, and I love what would you say that the connection that you guys have, what would you say is like one of the biggest things that you've learned from her that she's shown you?
Mm, there are definitely few, but thanks to her, I could really realize like what I'm able to do. You know, in that point of view, that when I came here, I wasn't the greatest swimmer, and the water wasn't really my thing. And because she never put any pressure on me, and I had always that feeling like, wow, yeah, she's actually, because I wanted to be with her in the water. I wanted to stay longer underwater because she could show me much more when I could stay longer. I wanted to get way deeper because, like, wow, what's she gonna show me there?
Right.
And she was always beside my side, which is so beautiful because when I felt a little bit, if you go into 15, 20 meters and you start to kind of think like, oh, I need to go and breathe. And she was beside me and I could put my hand on her and she was going slowly, like reassuring me like, everything is okay, we're together. You don't have to hurry up. You can hold the breath longer. And that was the beauty of learning to believe like, wow, I can actually do way more. I thought I cannot do this. I thought
Yeah.
I couldn't dive deeper than 5 meters. And you know, just going through with her by my side, to trust her, the gentle way she showed me how the water works, how it works in the water, which actually no one teach you when they teaching you swimming to understand
Right.
the water.
Right.
She all showed me that, and I think that's the beauty of it because like now I do understand how it works in the water, and I can be
Yeah.
so relaxed in it. So yeah, it's beautiful.
She knew you had that in you and kind of slowly coaxed it out of you, and I love that she kind of showed you, hey, like you have a lot of good stuff in you, like come explore more with me. And um it kind of reminds me when I was younger, I had a black lab and she taught me how to walk, and she would walk really slow and I would grab onto her fur and she'd just take her time. But
Mm.
it's so similar, because we also don't, when we learn how to swim, we don't really learn, at least I assume most people don't learn how to swim in the ocean,
Mhm.
which is, can be rough and have all these elements. But um, because she lives in the ocean and clearly that's her home, so she's so connected to it, and being able to share and open that with you and knowing you can do that with her, and then pushing your limits and everything to go and follow her is awesome.
It is beautiful, and actually, believe or not, um, because then my kids came, and me and George, we've been by the ocean all the time. And for me, appeared the question like, wow, I need to actually teach my kids swimming as soon as possible to make
Yeah.
sure that they're safe in the water because, like, we are by the ocean all the time.
Right.
And when my son, when Joshua was born, I was thinking like, wow, I need to teach him swimming. And I was looking for swimming lessons in that time. And there was no one in Ireland
Mm.
who could teach baby swimming. So I actually started it. So she even that way and the life kind of gently moved me the way like, wow, this is your thing, you know? Like you like water. So now you need to share it. You need to pass that
Yeah.
knowledge. And yeah, since my son was born, I actually teaching swimming. And I'm teaching kids how it works in the water. I'm teaching them all like the physics of the water to understand. Like if you go into the water, you can just float. You don't need to do anything. You can just relax and breathe.
Right.
If you need help, you can call for help. So I'm really like I've created um, a course for kids as well, for parents, how to teach the children swimming and how to teach them the
Mm.
safety skills in the water, which I think it's very important because, and especially for those young kids from 1 year to 6 years, because those
Yeah.
kids are the most kind of like that's the most dangerous category, where they would like to explore water. They would like to,
Right.
like, something is shining there, they go after it, or there is a toy in the water and they go after it. And if you don't teach them how it works in the water, then it could be very dangerous.
Right. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so all this, like being with Malinka, being part of the water, learn about water myself. I was passing it to my kids, which you could see sometimes on Instagram as well. They absolutely love water. I'm
Yeah.
trying to pass it on the others as well, because I think the water is pretty important for us humans.
Yeah.
Just to let go everything, the water would be the best. And that's why we need to teach little kids to feel safe in the water.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That's actually one of my next steps with my son, because he just turned 3. He definitely has a hard time following like instructions or whatever, but over the summer my mom has a pool and we'll go in together. But and we've been in like the ocean or the bay by me, but
Mhm.
I would definitely love to teach him that, because I think that the raw beauty of the ocean, there's nothing like you said, being able to go and just float, and like I don't think there's anything more relaxing than kind of floating in the waves, right? And just like
Mhm.
playing in the waves or swimming. Um
This is
and I feel
beautiful.
like that's important thing to teach our kids for their safety, and also just like you said, connectivity wise.
Yeah. Brianna, this is so beautiful. I have to say I love my work, because it's not just about teaching kids swimming, but it's the beauty of parents and kids that they do
Yeah.
that together. And many people think like, oh yeah, teach swimming, you need to swim. The bond with parent and the child, how they learn to trust each other, how they
Mhm.
learn, about like, whoa, this might be too difficult for you. Okay, let's do it different way. And you're really like, this course which I've made for parents, it's amazing because they're learning about each other, but they're playing games together. The kids are
Mhm.
learning through the games. And that's
Yeah.
that's the thing, because then you don't think you're learning something. And
Right.
and I had the same feeling with Malinka when I was with her in the water. I actually didn't think I'm learning. I
Right.
actually felt like, wow, this is so cool. And at the end, if I tell people now that I was a good swimmer, they're like, no, that's impossible.
Right.
And it is, just because I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, the process of being in the water and doing what I was doing. And that's the nicest thing about parents and kids. I think for kids, the best teachers would be parents all the time. You just need to find the time and the patience, and have that
Yeah.
good time. That's the quality time we can have together.
Absolutely. Yeah, the patience, definitely I've learned to become much better with since becoming a parent, because you definitely just need it, because they need the time to be able to absorb and recognize. And, it takes a long time. They're little, they're new here. They don't know, right? So it is our responsibility to be able to do that. And if we could do that in a fun way, like they say that kids learn more through play. So that makes so much sense that, you're incorporating that too with
Mhm.
the teaching of them how to swim. But like you said with Malinka, I think that when we have like a goal to do something that's fun, it doesn't feel like, like, and you're like, okay, well, what do I have to do? It's just like another step in the process, but it's an easy step because there's such a fun goal at the end, right? Like
Mhm.
swimming is so much fun because it's so freeing, like you feel so light, and connecting with this, especially when you're ocean swimming too, like this big
Mhm.
vast place full of creatures and everything, is so cool.
Yeah, I since the kids were really small, even when we were swimming with whales or dolphins around the world, they were always with us. So for me, really, that my kids feel good in the water, that's the main thing, you know.
Yeah.
So, for example, even Joshua was swimming with the dolphins since he was really small. Actually, Malinka told me that I'm pregnant with both of them. And
Wow.
it was so beautiful, especially with Natalie, because I really wished her, but it wasn't coming. And one
Oh.
day I went swimming with her and I went into the water. And as I told you, usually she comes and she check me out and then she rolls on her back and I do her massage. This time she came and I was like this, lying on the surface, and she went straight under me like this. And she was
Uh,
scanning my belly. And I
wow.
and I was like, wow, I knew it.
Wow.
So she was the first one who told me with Natalie that I'm actually expecting her. So yeah, it was so beautiful. I was so happy that day.
Yeah.
So
That's
happy.
so cool.
Yeah.
And so like you had no idea. Did you go home right away and be like, you know what? I have to take a pregnancy test.
Yeah, yeah. And it was positive, so yeah.
Yeah. So she was right.
She was right, yes. I trusted her. I'm the person I trusted her. And
Yeah.
with Joshua, he's born in summer, in June. And the day when I was giving birth, that morning, I was still swimming with her.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was
Yeah, I was
beautiful.
gonna ask, so
Mhm.
is it harder for you? Like, did you still swim in the winter when you were pregnant? Or was that too hard?
That would be too hard. Like Natalie is born in January, and
Mm,
I couldn't swim with her anymore because, as I told you, the water would be around 8 degrees.
yeah,
And to get into the wetsuit with such a belly, it was impossible.
right.
And when I'm going to swim with her, it's not really easy access into the water.
Mm,
So I wouldn't be able to go while I was, in the third trimester. I wouldn't be able to hop into the water with her.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And even in that winter, the storms were one of the biggest storms we've ever had in Ireland. So,
yeah.
and that's
You
the
gotta stay
time when
safe first.
yeah, that's the time usually, in the winter when we have those huge storms.
Mm,
That's the time when I'm always like praying and then hoping she's okay because she's there completely alone, which must be so hard.
oh,
So many
yeah.
times when I'm leaving her, when I'm going back home, and I'm freezing from the water. That's the hardest part when you kind of have to leave her there.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, because you
she's
don't have a
calling you
choice.
back. Yeah. Yeah, that's the
Oh.
hardest part, yeah.
How was it like to did she always do something different, or like did she swim with you different when you were pregnant, like after that she recognized that you had a baby in there, or it was just the same?
No, I think that was pretty same.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't anything that she would behave differently. I don't think she's look at it like on something different. She knows
Yeah.
there is another person, and I believe she kind of she opened so much kind of beautiful in my kids, so they can see, they can feel the animals. They're very
Yeah.
bonded with the ocean, very much bonded with the animals. So I believe that's because they were already in such a stages of development, if I say it like that. They were
Right.
in her connection when they could feel all the energy she was passing towards me and I was giving her.
Yeah, that's so beautiful because they're little they love like surfing, like you guys also surf too. So they're just little water bugs, right? Just swimming around, and I love that she was able to recognize that you were pregnant too, because I feel like I heard something that dolphins like particularly are able to really hear like heartbeats or
Mhm.
um to be able to feel that energy. It's not surprising to me, but I'm sure it was still such an incredible moment to be like, oh my God, because you didn't even know yet, right? So to be able to recognize that, and then just like, I feel like it also just solidifies how close of the bond that you guys have.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. I have to say, I think she knows me so well, not
Yeah.
just physically, but in any kind of point you can see a person. I believe she knows me so well. Every time when I go into the water with her, it's just, we have those moments which are absolutely magical and special when we're really connected, where I'm kind of giving her the massage and she's closing her eyes, and then she suddenly opened the eye really
Mhm.
widely, and I can see she looks through me, into my soul, I would even say it that way. And there is so much love going through me and her when we are together in the water. And I think that's the most beautiful thing, experience, to have the that experience, to feel it so strong. So
Yeah.
even before, when I was swimming with the kid, with Malinka, before I had the kids, I finished the swim and I felt like, wow, I'm so full. I'm so full of this beautiful experience that I really had feeling that I need to share it. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean, Brianna? I felt like, wow,
Yeah.
I need someone to share it, this experience, this beautiful world around me. And in that time, for me, I knew it's the time to have a kid. That I
Oh,
knew like there is this beauty what I need to pass on and share
yeah.
with someone.
That's so beautiful. I literally can feel that like love and energy
Mm.
as like you're describing it too. What was it like to bring, like, what's it like to swim with them? I know you said that that's the only time she really vocalizes is when the kids are in there. There's something so beautiful about an animal that you're really bonded with, especially before you have kids, and then to be able to also bond with your kids, like they know it's a part of you, like they know your
Mm.
children are a part of you. There's something really really special about that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I have to say, like, how the kids are growing, they kind of have their own way in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And so they don't swim with her that often. But if they do, they usually have a really nice experience, which I really like. So for them, the ocean would be much more like surfing.
Yeah.
And when we are going to swim with dolphins or sharks or any other animals, they definitely there and they know how to bond with them.
Yeah.
With Malinka, they don't swim very often. I will be honest. And I do very often, or I really like it in the summer when the ocean is calm. I do take sometimes my daughter and her friends. Sometimes Joshua takes a paddleboard as well, and he goes and he swims with her. But I love it when the kids are on the paddleboard and I kind of tell her that they're there. And I
Yeah.
swim on the paddleboard and I lie down on the paddleboard with the kids. And I tell them just to lie down. So I have, for example, like four kids on the paddleboard or
Yeah.
five. And she usually comes and it's so beautiful. And she's checking them out first.
Right.
She usually first check their feet, almost like she's scanning everybody from the back, from the
Right.
feet. And if she's happy, then she would go in front of them and let them touch her or just bond with her. And I
Wow.
find it so beautiful because I think it is so important to bring the new generations to be in the ocean, to be with the animals, to teach them how to bond with them.
Yeah.
it is so important, because I really believe, like, if you love something, you will always take care of it.
Yeah,
So if you would like
absolutely.
to change anything on planet Earth, this is the main thing. Love it, be in it. It doesn't matter if it's ocean or if it's forest or earth, or if you like to be in the air, it doesn't matter. But just be
Right.
there and love it. Do it because you love it. And
Yeah.
that will make the biggest change, because I believe we all can feel that energy. We all can feel if you're happy, if we passing love. That's the most important in my eyes.
Yeah, I would have to second that. I think that I wholeheartedly agree. And um I think that, I was actually just talking. I have an episode coming out tomorrow with this gentleman, Jared K. Anderson, and his name on Instagram is Crypto Naturalist, but he is a poet and he describes nature so beautifully. And just like one of the things that he talks about is like vultures being just like very holy creatures because they take care of the dead and they bow their heads kind of, or they look like they bow their heads before they eat or whatever. But um in that instance, it's that we're just appreciating things for how they are and respecting them, right? Like I think that also there's this sometimes with like humans and especially throughout humanity that we need to have a value in need, or like, what is this giving back to me? And not just being like in the moment and being like taking the moment for what it is, or
Mhm.
taking the environment for what it is. Like, oh well, the ocean's here, like. And then I think that it's cool, the more you unpack the layers too, like you realize how important the environment is or the animals are. And you can appreciate that because you're just still and you're just taking it in. And then like the more your interest peaks and you're like, wait, oh, that is so interesting, I noticed that the last time I was out, or I noticed that bird, or I noticed that you know plant or something. So I agree wholeheartedly. Absolutely. Love is, and being able to appreciate things are just such an important sentiment, especially for our children growing up. Hi, wild ones. I hope you're enjoying this episode of the Find Your Wild podcast. This episode is sponsored by my clothing brand, FemmeSauvage, and you can find a discount code and link in the description. So check it out. We have a lot of amazing designs, and $5 of the proceeds goes to different charities. So please feel free to check it out and enjoy the rest of the episode. Thanks so much. Yeah, what we were previously talking about like just, you know, being able to give to the next generation, I think is so important. And I love also like how you're doing that with teaching swimming. And also I love the fact that like you're putting like also in like you're respecting Malinka and you're respecting her space, which I think is why you guys have such a beautiful friendship, is because it is that way.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, like, the respect, it's a big thing. In general, I think, because I can see the respect is kind of disappearing so much, and in many ways, and our human manners are a little bit not really good, to be honest. And I
Yeah,
think
I agree.
this is the thing what we need to kind of little bit clear out, as well. Like, from all the natural world, we should be a little bit more respectful and thankful for everything what the nature giving us, not just to go and take it wherever we wish. As I see, like, even at home, like when you do something for someone, they thank you for that. So I
Right.
think time to time we should just go for a walk, and in our mind we should think like, thank you for everything what I'm getting
Yeah.
from planet Earth. Because I think I think the nature is so powerful, and I think it loves us so much. And I have to say, Brianna, there is so much in us humans. I love humans because we are incredible. We are really incredible. And we have such a magic we don't even know yet. I know a little bit thanks to Malinka, and I could see, like, when I was growing as a person by her side, I could see what everything we are able to do. It's unreal. We could dive deep into the ocean. We can climb the highest mountains. We can do so much. And that's just the physical part. Now, if you look into our heart, oh my God, like, look at me and Malinka. That's the nicest part. It's the heart, you know, the love what you could share. And imagine if we all open the heart and share the love what we have inside us. Wow. I think the planet Earth would be just singing because it will feel it, you know. I think in my eyes a little bit is that everything's going such a wrong way just because we don't like ourselves. We feel so stressed out that we're doing everything wrong and we're this and that, and they're still reminding us like how shitty we are. But I think that's the biggest mistake. I think we need to listen to it that we are the miracles. We can make miracles. Our thoughts are so powerful. So powerful. Our heart and the love, what we can do, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And that's what the nature waiting for. To feel us. To feel the love that we are happy. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I really, really resonate with that sentiment so much. And I think that nature just is, I think it's such a powerful tool for us to be able to reconnect with because we are a part of nature. And I think that one of the best things about nature that it shows us is we could just show up as we are, like your story with Malenka. Like you show up as you are, and that's good enough. It doesn't have to, like you said, like incorporating all these stresses, like, and being able to just be in the environment and just, you know, be connected to the earth and to nature. You don't have to be anything other than just showing up for being able to just appreciate the birds, the ocean, the sounds, the everything. It's just all there for us to be able to appreciate. Oh, sorry. It's okay, good. It says it was reconnected.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And yeah, I think that's the main thing, to realize who we really are. And I can see it every day with Malinka, with our kids, that it is possible to connect. And I see more and more animals. They feel it. They can feel it that we are rewakening. We are rewakening up. How do you say that? Rewakening up? Is that the right?
I kind of like that, like reawakening, right? Like because
and they can sense it. They can sense it that finally we waking up because they're coming to us, and that's the magic. I think that's why Malinka came as well, to give me the hand and lead us. You know, like to us, to really us. To those stressed zombies, but to us, to our heart. And there are so many animals like whales, they're coming closer to us. There are sharks, those creatures who everyone would be scared of. We're suddenly opening our hearts to them. And they feel that, and that's so beautiful. So I can feel the nature is really approaching us because it can feel it. And I believe it's coming a huge change in humans and in our kids where we really will be part of it. And that's the nicest thing, isn't it? Like we are the new beginning. where we kind of opening the hearts, and it's going to be better and better. And I'm really looking forward to it.
Sorry, the last little bit of what you said cut out, and I loved what you said, so I don't want it to get missed. So if you want to just repeat the last line if you could remember it.
Yeah, with the animals, that I can feel it, that they're coming back to us.
Yes.
Because they can feel it. They can feel that we are waking up. And even the dolphins, whales, sharks. But don't take me wrong, I'm talking about ocean animals because they're the closest to me. But even
Right.
sharks, they're approaching us. They want to be closer to us. That's amazing.
Yes.
Like the creature who most of the people would be so scared of. They're suddenly coming to be kind of part of it. I love that. I absolutely love that. So we are very lucky that we are the beginning. We are the beginning of something new.
I agree with you that it's or I mean I feel like it's very cool. I wish that I could be in the water more with like those kind of animals, but it's very cool to be able to see, and I feel like they're feeling like I think that energy is really being exchanged now more than ever, right? And there is I do see that there are changes, shifts, especially in people to be able to see and appreciate nature for what it is. I think that there is this new aspect of time that we're in that, yes, we have done a lot of damage and we should still be trying to fix the environment and help those animals. And in turn, it's going to help us. But I think when we learn to give and we're more passionate and just being able to appreciate those animals and nature. Oh, sorry, now that's my dog going off. So,
I think he's agreeing.
uh, yeah, she agreed. Yeah, exactly. She agrees. She feels the nature and the energies, and she just has to talk it out with everybody. um, but yeah, I really do think that there is this shift in humanity where people are being able to see the environment for what it is and to be able to connect like more with nature and animals and to like, and I think science has helped a lot, and I think that combining science and our spirituality, because that's really ancient in us as humans, like we've always had, okay, maybe not the tools to understand science, but we've had certain things, like we've been able to use tools, but we've always had art. And um to be able to connect both of those things spiritually, scientifically, and to help nature, I think is going to be like our path forward, especially for our kids, because we have to think about what we're leaving them and to have a better future for them too.
You see, on this, it's I think it's really important to say. I think the biggest thing for us is just to slow down.
Yeah.
And like, because we're going and going and going, and I believe COVID came for the same reason, because
Right.
it's almost like when we're sick, we're going. When we have headache, we're going. Wherever we have a pain, we're going. And I think with the COVID, it was first time when the human were like, whoa, I actually have to lie down. I have to sleep. I cannot get up. It was almost like needed, like to really like shut us down and
Yeah.
stop. And I don't know how was it at your place, but I remember the first lockdown. Everything was so
Yeah.
peaceful. The weather was peaceful. Suddenly the air was so peaceful. I went into the ocean. The ocean felt so different. The
Oh,
energy
yeah.
of planet Earth was so different. And I think, and that
Yeah.
was just because we stopped. So I believe the first step for all of us is just to sit down, be with ourselves, and just breathe slowly and
Yeah.
just be with yourself. And when you are with the kids, just slow down as well. And that's
Yeah.
that's the nicest thing, because I could see that when I was going to see Malinka, and there would be so many people. It's hard to concentrate because there are so many
Yeah.
different energies coming to you. But when you are
Right.
alone, and you breathe, you are really with yourself, and you can connect because
Yeah.
you are alone. And I think that's why she is alone as well, because when they're together as a family, as a dolphins, they have so much to do. They're like going, hunting, sleeping, there is always something to do. But if you really would like to connect with any kind of animal, it doesn't need to be dolphin. You need to be kind of alone with yourself, which could be pretty hard for humans.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, suddenly the thoughts coming and everything. But I think it is important to first be able to be with yourself and to find your place where you feel like, wow, here I can actually breathe. Here I can
Yeah.
stop and feel myself. And once you can feel yourself, then you can be with the others and share it with the others. And that's
Right.
beautiful.
You have that time to recharge, right? Especially as us
Exactly.
as women, as moms,
Exactly.
and just as humans, like have, like you said, these outside stressors, but to strip that away and just be ourselves and what we are in nature, and like animals are that. So in order to connect with them, especially energetically, spiritually, heart to
Mhm.
heart, you have to show up that way too.
Definitely. Many times I was swimming with Malinka and I went into the water, and as a mother, partner, you would have so many thoughts going through your head. And I remember I went into the water, and I don't know, it was so much on my shoulders in that time, and I was thinking too much. She came to me, she checked me out, and she swam away.
Mm.
And I stayed in the ocean, and I had that feeling, that it's too much information's running through my head, that I cannot actually concentrate and be there. I actually couldn't
Right.
be there. And she didn't want that.
Mm.
She swam away, and I spent half an hour swimming in the ocean alone, and I was clearing up
Wow.
my head. And believe or not, after half an hour, she came back. She checked me out again,
Wow.
and she decided, like, okay, now I can
Better.
be with you. Yeah, it's magical, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all those little things helped me so much in my life that, like sometimes we have way too many thoughts. And even if we don't want to, all our family can feel it. They can feel it. They
Mm.
can feel your thoughts, even if it's about them, but they feel it, like, what is going on there? So, and I think, especially for
Yeah.
us women, because we are the heart of the family. I
Yeah.
believe we need that. And we could learn from men, because men, they usually find their time for themselves.
Right. Yeah.
Isn't that true?
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
we as a women, the heart of the families, I think we need that time always just to clear out ourselves so we can be there for them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And that's what we're
When we,
forgetting most of the time, because we think like, no, we have to be
yeah.
there. We have to do this. We have to do that. And then we actually draining ourselves.
Yeah. Absolutely. We need that time to ourselves to be able to recharge.
Mhm.
And the more we do that, it's kind of like you were saying before, that like you knew when to have kids because you had this abundance of like love inside of you, and we can't have that unless we recharge. We need that. Like that's why I'm doing this podcast, why I have my own thing going on, is because I need that like connection to be able to talk with other people,
Mhm.
and to be able to have this space is very recharging for me, and it's so important for like, especially like you said, mothers and women out there to be able to find their time, to be able to recharge, because you'll be so much better with your family. I know when I'm drained, like recently I've definitely been not as recharged as I would like to be, but I think that, knowing that, okay, I need to get back to some things that are going to help me balance out so I can be strong for my family.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, and I know we women are so, so strong. And we can keep going and going, It's amazing. But it is really important to find the time. And I think it's about men as well to tell us, like, now go. It's your time. Go have a time for yourself. We can
Yeah.
manage. That's the beauty of
Yeah.
it. And I love that. And I believe whole family can feel it. Like once you have that time for yourself and you come back, they almost feel like they're refreshed. Just because you
Yeah.
refreshed yourself, they can feel it because we
Yeah.
all are super connected, and especially in the family. So they can feel it
Yeah.
as well. And every time when I do something and they're not there, I know I'm doing it for them as well. Because they will feel good. They
Yeah.
will feel that good energy what's coming out from me. Because I feel fulfilled with that energy, with that
Right.
love, to be such a connected. I love that. And the same as
Yeah.
when
You're
they do
filled up.
something, when they have their own time and they go surfing and they have a good time, they coming up and they have that energy which actually fulfilling us all. It's beautiful. It's beautiful when you start looking at it like, wow, whatever I do, it makes good to you too. Not just me. It's beautiful
Yeah.
bonded. And I believe all this space, like planet Earth, feels it the same way. So if we are
Yeah.
connected with the family, we are connected with the nature, with the planet, with all that space. The energy is flowing. And
Yeah.
if we respect it, if we are thankful, if we go outside and breathe that beautiful air, it's always good to be thankful. We're very lucky. It's such a beautiful planet. Such a
We
beautiful.
are lucky. I mean, as an artist, I feel like I go outside and like that's my some of my favorite things is like, oh my gosh, look at the sky. It's like it's not just the sky, it's like the colors that are blending together, and the birds flying in front of the moon. Like it's just, I don't know, like there's when you said like you slow down and you're able to just see the beauty in the right now, like it's not going to take away all the stressors, but the more you're recharged, the easier those things will be to tackle. Hey, you know what? Okay, that's not so bad. I can tackle that. Like, you need that recharge, and that's how you go forward. So I think that's very important.
Definitely. I definitely agree. And, even with the kids, I are really trying to teach them to do things what they love. Do what you love, because if you do something what you love, you will be the best in it. Because
Yeah.
that's the thing what you like. And I think we should watch the kids and find out like, wow, what is your thing, What do you like? When do you feel so good? Where is your
Right.
space? And
Yeah.
then give them that space, like, wow, you are actually really good in it. Okay, grow in it.
Right.
Oh, I love that. I have even shivers now going through my body because, like,
I do too,
imagine
actually.
if you would let kids go through that and they will really grow. It's under your hands. That's the beauty, isn't it? That you are actually
It's
part of
absolutely. Yeah. I feel like that's like one of my favorite things that I feel like I always said to my husband, like with watching our son grow up, is I can't wait to see what he's going to be interested in, because he's 3, so like you don't really see, like you
it.
see it maybe here and there, like, oh, he could be interested in that, but I think that that is the most exciting thing, and that's such a great thing to focus on for parents, is you're going to make happier, healthier children
Mm-hmm.
by by fostering their love of their loves, like whatever they're into, that's going to make them better people. They're going to connect better with the world because they're so full. They're not going to feel that need to be like, oh, well, I'm unhappy, so I'm going to lash out or something like that, because they're going to be so full, because they've always been doing what they love and focusing on what they love. And that's the theme, right? Love, focusing on that.
Definitely. I think the love is definitely the thing. Wherever you do
Love is
with love,
definitely the thing.
yeah, wherever you do with love, it always go right way. Of course, you will have a challenges in the world as well, like in your life. But that's part of grow. I don't see
Yes.
challenges as something wrong. I actually love challenges, and I love those kind of very unpleasant situations as well, because those are the situations that are moving you forward. They let you grow, and that's the beauty of them. And with the
Yeah.
kids, I love that. And I see that like with our kids, they go surfing. Everybody would think like, wow, great thing. But how much they learn about themselves. It's
Yeah.
absolutely unreal, like how much time they put into it, how much they learn, like not everything goes the way they like to. Now the ocean could be pretty good teacher as well. So if you go with bad attitude, it
Right.
will spit you out like nothing, So whatever you
Yep.
do, it's actually teach you so much about yourself. And that's the way how you're growing. So it doesn't mean that if you choose something what you love, it will go super easy. You will always have those challenges. But
Right.
that's the beauty of growing as a person. To manage
Yeah.
them, to
So
learn how to manage. How do you feel in those situations, Like how can you how can you go through them? What will you take away from them? That's the beauty of it. And then once you pass it and you reach another step or another level of your life, you're like, wow, I'm actually really good.
yeah. Yeah, and you're so appreciative for those hard moments and what they've taught you. I
Yeah.
mean, I have to say I'm not as good as recognizing it in the moment, but afterwards I'm very appreciative um of like those challenges and what they've brought into my life and have made me grow and become more resilient and have more depth in my soul, and to be able to go forward and to do those things. And because I was able to meet those challenges, to be able to help my son and work through those things,
Hmm.
or similar things, or maybe hopefully not have to go through those things and he could just learn by example. So yeah, what are your plans going forward, or are you just like with Malinka, you just enjoying every day now as it is?
So I would like to, as I told you before as well, it's 20 years and I have kind of feeling that she really wants to share what I've learned.
Yeah.
And it looks like we were going to make a little movie, like documentary movie.
Oh wow.
Yes, which is I've got some videos today, and it's slowly kind of moving forward, which I'm very happy about. And I'm planning to. There are so many things actually what are coming on my mind. I definitely would like to write a book.
Yeah.
Where I would like to share all the wisdom, because like when I do podcast or in the movie, I still will not be able to touch all those points which I would
Right.
like to talk about. So I definitely would like to write a book where it would be from the self-knowledge and who we are all the way down to the oldest language on the planet, where we can all actually connect and talk. And so it is
Oh,
there is so much in it. So 20 years of friendship with a dolphin, it's a lot of information.
a lot of information, a lot of knowledge and wisdom. That sounds so
Yeah.
exciting. I'm so excited for those projects for you. and I can't wait to see them come into fruition.
Thank you.
And I'll definitely be a consumer and watch and read them once that you're done with them. Um, where can people connect with you if they want to see more about you and Malinka and your family?
I think so far it would be Instagram, as where we
Yeah.
connect together as well. I'm working on
Yes.
my website as well, which is out of order at this moment. So hopefully it will
That's
work
okay.
soon, where I have actually all the swimming programs for parents and kids as well. And I would like to put there the connection with Malinka, and not just her, how to approach the animals in the ocean, how to connect with any animal on this planet, and to make like strong bond or be able to hear them. As you know, like you have a dog, many times you have a feeling like the dog is telling you something. So that's exactly the same thing. You can do it with anything, with any animal, or with wherever you wish. Actually, you can connect, if I say it like that.
Yeah.
So that's the
Absolutely.
last part of it. And I would like to do some retreats as well for swimming with the dolphins. And I would like to do it for families as well, believe or not, where I would like to bond the families, like the parents and the children, and how to work together in the water, how to connect with the animals together, but how to connect together, and all those things.
Yes.
I would love to do that as well, because I believe the next generations are the most important to share all this knowledge. And I can see many times the kids are moved on the side, not to be part of the experience, which I think it's a pity. And because I've been, like, our kids were, as I told you, from they were born, they were going everywhere with us. They were really part of it, part of our life. So we could actually share all the wisdom, all the experiences, to bond with places and animals. And I think that's very important, because you're not just bonding with the nature, but you bonding together as a family.
I think I love that so much, and what I'm hoping to do more with my son, and like when we have like more means to travel, is there's nothing like experience and that bond together to be able to do that.
Yeah. No, it is important, and I believe, like, because water could be pretty challenging for many people or kids, it is really important how do you approach it. And that's why I think I'm here. to bond,
I love that.
connect, and do all that, because the water is really, and because I had that experience when I wasn't that happy in the water. It was so new for me, and I was so scared of it, and I wasn't really confident in the water. That's why I think I can actually share it, because I went through all that process to become a water lover, where it became a place where I feel the most me I could be. And I'm able, and I know how to bring the kids into the water to really enjoy it.
And I feel like that's such a special gift too. And like everybody on this earth has a different gift, right? And I feel like that's such a great and powerful gift to not only be able to teach kids, but that bond with the parents, and the memories too is so powerful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, Kate, thank you so much for coming on and taking the time to chat with me. I loved getting to know you better. And I'm so excited for all your projects and to be able to hopefully read and watch in the future. I'll make sure to tag all of your Instagram links and everything below so people can connect with you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It was lovely to talking to you. I'm very happy I could share at least a little bit. I'm very happy about that. And I can see I'm almost black on the screen
Yeah.
now because there is no light anymore and I'm in the camper, so sorry about that.
That's okay.
But I
That's
really
okay. No worries at all. That's okay. Don't worry.
I really,
All
really
right.
enjoyed the date and thank you so much.
I did too. It was so nice chatting with you. Thank you so much, Wild Ones, for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
My eyes are wide open. I see you clear. My toes touch the same floor. Our world has been shaken on. Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing? Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing? Your face tells me always things your mouth often spares. And I hope you know I do what it takes to bring joy into your day. Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing? Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing? Oh, my eyes are wide open. I see you clear. My toes touch the same floor. Our world has been shaken on. Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing? Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing? Revel in the moment like a river flowing to the sea. I feel the energy of life force flowing all through me. body and play. And no one could ever convince me to give my power away. 'Cause the more shit I